Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is, of course, a brand new week, and that means we got some brand new updates coming to Warzone in the next few days, including a brand new playlist update that features a mode that we've never seen before. We also appear to have some new gameplay fixes headed our way as well. We've got a new event going on in game right now that's actually pretty cool. And curiously enough, we've got some very interesting Modern Warfare 2 news as well. So as we break everything down today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, each and every single day I got you covered with all things going on in COD. So feel free to hit that sub button. That way you can always guarantee you are up to date. So first and foremost, let's start things off with this week's playlist update. This will be dropping on Thursday, June 2nd. As far as we can tell right now, this is just going to be another routine weekly update, meaning you shouldn't have to download anything for this one unless, of course, we see like a surprise title update go live to fix some things, which I don't imagine happening. This one will just be, you know, your weekly standard update that we get pretty much every single Thursday. But for the playlist this week, we're looking at Standard Battle Royale on Caldera. For this, we only have duos, trios, and quads. So no solos this week, and that's because we have the debut of Champion of Caldera solos. This mode in and of itself is pretty cool. So this is solos with 150 players where the gas is constantly moving in. The zone is shrinking constantly. There is no zone 1, then a minute, zone 2, then a minute, so on and so forth. From the start of the game to the end of the game, the gas is moving in. So obviously it's going to be very, very fast paced. Now alongside this, all operators, all players in this mode spawn in with their loadout. They spawn in fully equipped with armor. So you'll be max health, 300 health, and then you also have a redeploy token as well. And whenever you actually end up getting a kill in this mode, it replenishes your armor and your health and your ammo and whatnot. So this mode gonna be very exciting, a much more aggressive and fast-paced version of solos. I, for one, am very excited to try it out. Now, alongside that, we also have the return of Plunder Quads on Caldera this week. So if you're looking to level things up, play a bit more casually, we got that going on as well. And then for Rebirth Island, we got the usual stuff going on here. We got Resurgence, solos, duos, trios, and quads. And of course, that's with the new 300 HP on there. So definitely take that into consideration. You might need to put an extra couple of shots into some players when you're jumping into Rebirth now. Now, you may have noticed that on screen during this video, there's been some codes popping up. There's going to continue to be some codes popping up for various COD point redemptions. So if you're watching this video pretty early on, you got a chance to input one of those codes. There's 2 for PlayStation, 2 for Xbox, 2 for PC. All you got to do is guess which, letter or number I've replaced with a question mark. You'll be able to win those. Feel free to redeem those if you can. Those are courtesy of the Call of Duty endowment in Call of Duty, because right now in game, we actually have the Veterans event going on, where this is actually pretty cool. If you guys don't know what the COD endowment does, they actually place veterans in jobs. It's a super cool program. I love when I'm able to promote stuff for them, and whenever they release stuff in game, because it's always a win-win. We get cool stuff, then also they do help place veterans in jobs, which is always fantastic. And right now, this Veterans event just requires us to jump into Warzone and run around the map. This could be during standard gameplay, or if you just want to be a champion, go in and start doing laps around Caldera. Don't even worry about shooting anybody, engaging in anything. Just do laps around the outside of the map. But for every 10 kilometers you run in game, they'll end up donating $1 to place veterans in high quality jobs. So super cool event here, kind of a more casual event than what we're used to seeing with the Rebirth event or the Outbreak event or whatever it may be. This one's pretty cool. Just run around Verdansk, play regular gameplay. If you're slide canceling around, rotating, it's all for a good cause. This also means you better not be camping. I better not find anybody sitting in a building with some claymores or a bouncing Betty, because you're not helping charity in that case. So very cool events. And then also, like I said, be sure to be on the lookout for those various COD point codes popping up on screen throughout the video. Now, we also got to talk gameplay updates, gameplay fixes, because we've had several of these previewed. We also had a slight one go live over the weekend. As I'm sure you may remember from last week when the update went live, they severely broke the AX50. It was hit scan for about a day or so. Just a heads up, that has been fixed. The AX50 is no longer super broken, and honestly, it's no longer even as good as it was pre-hit scan, because they did actually end up nerfing the velocity with the Season 3 Reloaded updates. So if I were you and you're still using the AX50, I'd definitely be changing that ASAP over to the HDR or the ZRG. So yeah, just a heads up, Raven did end up fixing that. As far as the Trello goes, though, we do have a few updates here. We still have the issues of the Astrakan skin causing you to basically lose your vision in game, and then also the stopping power rounds, especially in like Plunder, causing your game to hitch and lag. The newest issue is in regards to the H4 Blixen. I'm sure you know, if you've tried to use this gun in game, there's a delay when it comes to firing. Whenever you're switching guns to the H4 Blixen, it'll stop shooting. Whenever you are plating, climbing a ladder, basically doing anything that it takes the gun out of your hands, it's going to cause a delay when you switch to it. So they are aware of that, and a fix is coming hopefully in the next few days, because the H4 Blixen is going to be a very, very good sub once it is officially working. We also got a few other update previews over on Twitter via Beanox, then also a Raven developer. Initially, Beanox actually confirmed that some adjustments are coming to the radar jammer. The Ghost of Hope, who we've talked about on the channel before for different leaks and data mined info, he ended up saying y'all might want to tone down the radius of the radar jammer field upgrade on Rebirth, because it kind of takes up pretty much the whole map if you place it in the right spot. It's a little bit overpowered there. Beanox did confirm that the team is aware of the issues with the radar jammer on Rebirth, and they are working to improve the player experience there. So they are going to end up fixing that and adjusting that, probably just making the radius of the radar jammer a bit smaller, at least for Rebirth. Maybe on Caldera, we'll have to see, but an update to the radar jammer is in fact coming. So I've seen a lot of comments about that in the past few days. No need to worry about that. They are aware of that. Then also, you may have noticed that one specific patch note in the Season 3 Reloaded update was in regards to the NZ41. They said that they basically readjusted the recoil to make it a lot easier to shoot. Turns out, no, not so much the case. The NZ still has a terribly inconsistent recoil pattern. Totally Auckland, who actually works at Raven on Warzone, ended up confirming that after this next week, after the long weekend, after Memorial Day, obviously today, they're going to look into this, because it's not supposed to be a super inconsistent pattern. Something got messed up with the general notes and their values in games. So they are going to actually fix the NZ41 once again, and with all the buffs that it got with the past update and just in the general few weeks, it looks like it could be a pretty good gun once you can actually shoot straight with it and consistently land shots. So of course, whenever those patch notes and whenever those fixes end up dropping, we'll be covering those right here on the channel. And then lastly for today, we actually have some very interesting Modern Warfare 2 news. Of course, we've been getting a lot of different leaks and a lot of different rumors over the past couple of weeks and months in regards to the game. But now that it's been sort of officially revealed and announced, we got all the artwork and everything, we've seen some very interesting things surface, including the fact that the Modern Warfare 2 artwork over the weekend actually showed up on Steam, which, if you're familiar with Call of Duty on PC, all the new Call of Duties for the past few years have been releasing on the Battle.net launcher and not Steam. And now we see it back on Steam, which is a very interesting situation. This could very well be the case of, like, for I think Ubisoft games in particular, you can buy them on Steam, but then when you go to launch them, it opens the Ubisoft launcher and you have to go through there. Perhaps this is going to be the case with Modern Warfare 2 now. They want to make it available on Steam, but if you download it there and buy it there, it'll open in the BNet launcher and it'll have to boot through that. Or it's very possible we could see the game available exclusively on Steam, or both on Steam and BNet, whichever you want to play it off of. I feel like, if anything, it's a way to just maximize sales. Obviously, the name Modern Warfare 2 is already sparking an absolute ton of hype. This might be the most anticipated Call of Duty game that we have ever seen. So them just simply allowing it to be on Steam this year, maybe alongside BNet, could just be a way to boost sales, especially on PC even more. I imagine we'll find out more about this in the coming weeks once we have a full-on reveal for the game. Anyway, with all that being said, that is effectively going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. It really does help grow the channel. And if you're new here, or if you have not already subscribed, each and every day I got you covered with the latest news, updates, loadouts, tips, and everything else going on in COD. So feel free to subscribe with those notifications turned on. That way you can always stay up to date. And as always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WHosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. The links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.